I think we should start there. We should ramble on something else. Like,
We're not actually.
go little rock star.
Okay, go on.
That's it. It's just
That
the
was
sound.
it.
I don't know the rest of the song. Cheap.
Well, that's good.
No, I don't.
Welcome back to the Cove, everyone. This is an internet show. Potentially some new faces around here.
Hello.
And by faces, I mean we can't actually see people's faces, so that was sort of a dumb thing to say. But there might be some new people here because we've been posting lots of content, namely one review in particular that has somehow surpassed
All of our other stuff
all
combined.
of our other stuff combined quite
Even
easily,
going
in
back
fact.
to 6 years ago, I would say. I think you
Yeah.
could say everything we've ever put on the internet in terms of views,
Yeah.
all of it was
I don't know
surpassed
if
by
it's
this
that-
one video.
I can't remember back in the day how much we were pulling for views.
I'm
but
gonna
definitely this is
go on a
big for
limb.
us.
I'm gonna go on a limb and say
yeah.
it was the biggest it's the most. Like,
Wow. So you're feeling hot. You're feeling hot right now. You feel like the fame is fueling your vibe today.
I do, but no one has remembered. I feel like
What?
we should stop recording
Why?
because we have to write what would you do fucking questions for the hat.
No. We're not stopping recording. We're going with it now. We're gonna have to come up with something later on.
Okay, so
We're
let's
not-
just okay.
we
then
don't
you-
stop recording.
No, you know what we should do then? You're right. That's fair.
What?
That's a faux pas on me. A faux pas? Ah, yeah. That's
A
what I meant
faux
to say.
pas.
Yeah, it's a faux pas.
Yeah.
It's like a faux pas, but it's for men. It's a faux pas. You know how in Latin
But it's for men
well,
exclusively.
because you know Libro,
Okay.
Libra, in Espanol. That's not how that works.
I have no
language
idea what you're
works.
talking about, if I'm
Anyways,
being honest.
masculine and feminine fucking adjectives. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, but that's not what you were talking about. What were you talking about?
I said a faux pas.
What did you say? You know what?
It's the masculine adjective for making a mistake, which is a faux pas. That's what I'm saying.
So we posted a review the other day that has gotten a lot of traction. So if you are new here, understand what you just witnessed is what you're gonna get. This is
that's
how it goes.
what
here.
we do here.
And welcome. We appreciate you being here. We're excited to have some new people checking this out.
Hell yeah.
And of course, if you're here as always, like you always are, then we extra appreciate you because quite frankly, you've done a lot more for us than the newcomers. But the newcomers still welcome and excited about it.
Shout out to
you
the
know?
17 as always, baby.
Exactly. So what do you got?
What do I
going
got?
on? What's going on?
Nothing
There's something
going
important.
crazy.
There's
this
something
week.
important to mention, is there not?
What's there important to mention? Why don't you tell me things you're so keen to mention?
Well, it seems like you forgot there for a moment. So
How
was
could I
kinda, like,
forget?
leading you there, but
How
you're
could I
stumbling
forget?
around in the dark.
Oh, as if I'm looking for a light, the light
Yeah.
in my life, which is Taylor herself, our queen and savior herself. If you're new to the show, you wouldn't know that we are huge Swifties.
Huge Swifties. It's actually one of our rules.
It's actually one of our rules, of which we have many.
It's not just a rule, too. It's backed by real emotion and
Oh, yeah.
conviction.
And this is in no way something that we just picked up on, and we're like, we should just roll with this whole new Swiftie thing, and really try
Not at
and
all.
bring in more
Yeah.
viewers to our shit. No, it was our queen's birthday yesterday, so happy belated birthday to the queen herself. I almost said Queen B, Queen T.
How old is she turning?
Good question.
Because
She's turning
I know the
31.
answer. 'Cause I
31.
that's not right, is it?
I don't know.
How dare you?
Should I know?
How dare you?
Should I know?
Wait, I know the answer.
How old is it?
Don't mind
How old
me.
is she?
I know the
Is it the
answer.
right it? Okay, so
I know
you're,
it off the top of
you're
my
not
head.
looking it up.
No. I'm not looking.
She's
it up.
32. And that's
You're
off the
definitely
dome.
going way too high.
I'm not. She's 32. And you know what? It's embarrassing that you tried to
Damn it.
shortchange me here on this show
You beat me to it.
and make it seem like I don't know things about our
I was
queen.
testing you.
You're trying to say I'm not a very
I was
good
testing
knight
you.
to our queen, and I don't appreciate it.
Well, you are the one that said you really felt the need to bring up Taylor Swift's birthday, which I agree. We
How could we
obviously
not?
do,
That's
but
rule number 5. We
I'm
are
just
Swifties.
surprised that you didn't know off the top of your head.
I
that she
did
was
know.
there.
I
You said
was
31.
testing you. I was testing you, and then you
You were
couldn't even
testing
bring
me
it
by
back.
saying the wrong answer and
Exactly.
looking nervous.
Yeah, well, don't.
That was all part
Don't
of
bring
the
up the
play.
fact that I was sweating, okay? Because that's not even what I'm talking
You
about.
haven't stopped sweating. You're not work. You are sweating.
Well, because I was so excited to come here and record and talk about Taylor Swift's birthday, which was yesterday. Happy birthday, Taylor. Love you.
Okay.
But I'm tired of this tire. I'm tired of this attack that you're putting on me when really
right.
it should be on you, my man.
You're right. I didn't.
It
know.
should be on you. You didn't know shit
didn't
about her.
know.
You didn't even know it was her birthday yesterday. Did you tweet her saying happy birthday from our fucking Twitter? Go follow our Twitter, by the way.
Did you
at
actually do
Internet
that
Show.
from our Twitter? Then why
Yep.
are you saying that? Like what? All right. You know what? Listen, guys, today is a very what would you call it? A very normal episode. As in we're
very-
going back to our grassroots.
That's literally the word I was going to use. So I have
Grassroots?
nothing to say now.
Or just roots. Which one? Grass or roots?
I guess we'll never know.
Okay.
Guess we'll never know.
We're going back to our grassroots, some might say, and we're kind of just doing what an internet show is all about. Where we're going to make a show on the internet about the internet. It's sort of the internet show today.
It really is in the title what we usually do. You know, we kind of talked about it a little bit, but we've been doing a lot of what's the word, themed episodes recently. 3 and Chins, who will make their reappearance someday. That was the art one.
That was my favorite one.
We did sports. We tried Tim Beebs, all this shit. You can go watch those, by the way, if you haven't seen them yet. But it's been a while since we just kind of chatted about what's going on in the whole webosphere.
Yeah, I feel like we spent not very long looking, and there was just a bunch of stuff like, oh, we could talk about this, we could talk about this. One thing I want to mention, just on the topic of the review, it's weird that we got, listen, the views, everything's great, but I was kind of like, when we put that review out there, I was like, oh, this is our first one, we're back at square one. We've really, if I'm being fair and not biased at all, perfected this show. This show is perfect. In fact, a lot of people are saying that it is flawless.
Is that what everyone's saying?
Not every. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everybody's saying.
Everyone is actually saying that. A lot of everyone is saying that this show is perfect, but the reviews are not perfect. I realize that reviewing stuff in that form, I get really nervous. I don't get really nervous anymore doing this show because I just enjoyed doing it. That one, I'm like, I was just thinking, it's like, oh, there's gonna be fans of this show. There's people as in the thing that we're reviewing. We reviewed Arcane, if you didn't know.
How could they not at this point? We talked about it so much.
And it's kind of like the first time we've actually gotten some feedback. So far, no overtly negative comments, but definitely people called us out on things that we didn't know or we missed in the show that flew over our heads, or just there's a few things I just forgot about in the show. Same. But I've realized that as soon as you start to get a little bit of views and people comment, they'll get you. They don't let nothing slips through the cracks. So I think with the reviews, we definitely need to practice those. Yeah. So if you're new here from those, give us a chance to warm up and come hang out here and see what we're actually all about. This is where we have a fun time. So, and also, I would posit, if you enjoyed the review, A, there's more coming, so stay tuned. And B, in fact, one actually just dropped, technically. One just dropped because we're releasing this app. So you're right. Our review for Tick Tick Boom is out now, too, which is entirely different than Arcane. Go and check that out. And I kind of feel the same way about that. It's we're still learning that. I think that one was a bit of a challenge for us because, you know, we have no clue what we're talking about, and we are not musically inclined. You maybe are. Me, I'm the opposite of musically inclined. I'm musically declined. I was going to say musically disinclined. No, declined. Declined? Downhill. I feel like that's not the right word. I feel like I'm right with disinclined. I feel like the decline is the opposite of decline. Decline bench press. Not a thing. Disinclined bench press. No one has ever said disinclined bench press in their entire life. Who's the one that goes to the gym here, though? I would know which one it is. I've also been to the gym. No, you haven't. Say, do I have to look this up, too, or are we just going to let this one slip?
Disinclined is a word.
Thank you. Okay, but I wasn't saying it's not a word. To be clear. Sorry, go ahead.
It means unwilling or reluctant. So it's kind of a different...
So that disinclined. Okay, what's decline? Give us the decline def.
I don't think we need that one because that can't be a word.
Well, certainly if it's a word, it'll have a definition. So this is about to call...
I think this is a waste of time, though.
Facade is
We're wasting airtime. We're wasting airtime. That's all I'm saying. This is not a waste.
This is actually really important.
I don't think it is.
Typically, of something regarded as good becoming smaller, fewer, or less, decrease, politely refuse.
Again, that doesn't sound like bench press. I think mine sounds more like bench press. Disinclined bench press.
Disinclined bench press.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not a thing.
I had a point that I was trying to make before this all happened, which was,
go ahead.
If you enjoy the reviews and are here and want to see more, comment on what you want to see us do next, whether it's on this show or on the other reviews. Comment, tell us what you want to see next. Get involved. That's called engaging your audience, man.
I think we do also have the, well, if you're new to the show, you won't understand this, and that's fine. But the Great Crystal, I think, maybe potentially manifested some of those views for us.
Yeah, shout out to the Crystal for real.
Which is interesting, because there's crystals in Arcane, so maybe that has something to do with it.
We need to review more Arcane.
All right, well, right off the bat, let's just talk about some stuff that I found that I think is relevant because we just did review a video game adaptation.
Yes.
There's some more video game adaptations coming out, seemingly conveniently timed with one that has done very well. Are you? I mean, we talked briefly about this, but there's a Halo. There's been multiple attempts at like a Halo movie, and there
I think
was
yeah,
like
we
a
did talk about
show.
this.
I think with Halo Reach that came out. I don't know how much we're gonna be able to play this because of the music, so maybe just keep it muted. But let's take a look. There is a trailer for what is, or a very short
So
teaser.
Halo the game, there was just that trailer, and now
So new Halo game came out, Halo Infinite.
Halo
and there's
Infinite.
now a trailer that says Halo TV series official trailer.
official trailer.
And I gotta be
Game Awards
honest. Well, let's
2021.
take a look, and then I want to give my thoughts because let's take a look.
I willing to bet money that he's a skeptic.
Well, I think it's definitely real.
Looks very dope though.
So I'm not. Well,
No. I'm a
and then it
skeptic
gets less
of
dope,
the.
doesn't it?
It was on to say. Then the next shot looks immediately
I
less
know.
dope. Okay.
I don't know how
I don't know.
You know, we're seeing a lot of cuts, so sorry for the audio listeners. but-
Okay, so let's. It looks like Halo in
Yeah.
live action form. If you ever played that
A lot
game,
of
if not, there's
close-ups.
space. There's people's faces like that nigga. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this at all.
If you were hearing what's going on,
I was gonna say, I
it's
can't
saying
hear
stuff about,
anything,
like
so-
saving humanity, all this stuff, whatever. You know, it doesn't okay.
look great.
Yeah, you can call it there.
Doesn't look great.
I gotta be
Master
honest,
Chief,
Master
shout
Chief-
out to you.
All right, Master Chief in this doesn't look super sick. If I'm being honest, I
Could
mean,
look
it's
sicker.
really hard to say. It's like a 1-minute trailer. I don't want to be like too skeptical because I've also wanted a Halo thing for a long time. Because if you know, I don't know how much you know about Halo. I don't know how much either of you guys know about, but the lore in it is actually quite compelling and interesting as far as sci-fi goes. You know,
Isn't
it's
it like
got some cool stuff. So it has all this potential, but every single time they toss it around, it just like never really does that good and like never really looks that good. And it looks once again like really clunky, you know? Isn't that
Yeah.
is that the best way to describe it? What do you think? What did you think from looking at that?
I don't feel like I really got much out of it.
Yeah, it is a short teaser, so I guess we gotta wait and see. But anyways, I thought it'd be interesting to let everyone know that that's coming because it's relevant. And any other thoughts?
a lot of diversity from that trailer? So I was like, damn.
True.
I do be appreciating that more in the post 2020 era that
Okay.
that we're moving through. I notice it more and more.
Technically,
in-
post
in-
2021 era that we're
well, we're still in 2021, so we're
Yeah,
not
but
post
like-
2020 era yet. So we're still
but
in
we're
it.
like, yeah.
Can you
you're-
be post while you're inside something? I don't think that's how that works.
No, probably not.
So as I said,
Yeah, I
post
shouldn't have
2020
corrected you.
You shouldn't
Okay, I
have.
get
As I was
it.
again.
I get it. Okay, you don't have to be mean about it.
In the middle of a sentence.
Yeah, you're making me feel bad now.
Okay,
so.
good. Anyways, as I was saying, one thing I've noticed in the post 2020 era
Yes.
is that there's just more diversity in just shows and movies. And that's something that I noticed
Yeah.
there. And so, that's
Whatever.
one thing to note, to be excited for. We're seeing more representation. I saw way more females than I did males in that one.
Yeah.
And everybody's getting a little shocked. We're seeing
I
we're seeing some different talent, and so you know what? Shout out to them. But I agree. The first shot looked sick, and then after that, it looked
Yeah.
like meh.
I don't know. We'll have to see. I mean, I would love for it to be good. I'd love for every show I watch to be good, but I don't know. That one looks a little fishy. Then there's also, I mean, we don't need to watch this, but there's a Sonic 2 coming out. Did you ever watch the original Sonic?
No. Should I have? Have you?
I haven't seen it either. But I
Cheap?
heard it was fine.
Okay.
We should probably check that one out because if there's a second one coming out, that means that the first one was at least profitable enough.
True.
And things are only profitable if they're good. If that's what we have learned from
Exactly.
capitalism.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The only things that they make more of are the things that are the best the first time around.
That's right. Yeah.
I.e., Home Alone, the movie. They spawned 3 sequels. Okay, so obviously
Yeah.
those were the best movie franchise out there. But no, we'll have to check out
Some cool,
fucking Sonic.
Cool to see video game adaptations actually getting picked up. Okay, so we're kind of going to get into some stuff now. Is there anything else you want to talk about in our intro before we get into the stuff that we have planned?
No, because I don't want to be mean anymore. And my mom told me if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. So,
Your mom said that to you?
yeah,
Like in regards to this show?
just in general, just in life.
She was like, she doesn't watch the show.
She does,
Does she actually?
not for you.
Why?
For
Okay.
this guy over here. She's like, hey,
Yeah.
like, hey,
fair enough.
my
I would
son.
assume as much, yeah.
yeah, no. No.
Could you
she doesn't
imagine?
watch
She's
the-
like,
she
I
doesn't
don't watch
the
the show for you, Anthony. I watch it for Craig.
Honestly, wouldn't be surprising because I'm not that funny. But
All
anyways,
Okay, so this. Oh my God, I don't even know how to even talk about this, but I found this quite funny.
Kid Rock.
Yes, Kid Rock came up with
Kid
an
Rock.
absolute banger. An absolute banger. What do you know? What do you know about Kid Rock? First of all,
Me?
Yeah, like, how
very
familiar?
little.
I
I know
know.
he's he's a rock guy, right? Like pop rock,
It's
right?
in the name, It's like country rock, isn't it? Like country pop. Well, because the only song I actually know of Kid Rock is All Summer Long. So I don't even really know if this is like off-brand for him. But it seems like it should be off-brand for anyone because it's quite strange. Do you want to...
Can you read the lyrics here?
We can't watch the video, obviously. We can't listen to the song. But there's a song called... let me pull it up, too.
Don't tell me how to live, right? That's what it is? Yeah.
That's good. That's good stuff.
So just off the top, Craig, what are your thoughts on this one?
Well,
here?
I think this is what I found funny about it. First of all, is my understanding is that he is like he doesn't do hip hop, does he? Maybe I'm like way off. Maybe he does hip hop, and this is like kind of because it's like kind of hip hop, but it's mostly just yelling about like.
Dude, I know nothing about Kid Rock. I'm not gonna lie.
I know.
I feel like we should have done a lot more research about Kid Rock himself as a person
Honestly,
before we hopped on the
this, I
mics
was
just
like,
to
I don't
fucking
know.
so can we just go through like a few of these frozen frames? So right off the top, we got two men sitting in front of what looks to be at least 15 monitors.
It's
like
all
watching.
media. It looks like all mainstream media.
And he's on the mainstream media things that they're talking about. It's just it's so like it's Kid Rock. Sad. What did I say? Sad something. Said
what?
Said what? You know what this is? This is the lead up because the whole song, spoilers, is about PC culture and fucking snowflake. I think the word snowflake comes up a few times.
Snowflake in it. This is definitely like it's kind of like an anti-woke, anti-government control anthem type.
It is. It
is what I'm catching.
It's my anthem.
But
it's my anthem.
Can I read you? It's your anthem.
Anti-government. Anti-laws.
Anti-woke.
Anti-woke, anti-laws.
All right, yeah, that sounds pretty much on brand for you.
It is pretty much on brand for me.
Shit.
I am a piece of shit. I'm a dirty fucking. Oh, I can't even say anything. I can't even make that joke. It's not even funny.
I do want to draw attention though, because this is what caught me off guard. Actually, can we even get? Okay, wait. Go to the very start of the song. I want you to play the start of this song just so we can hear like how he intros it. So wait for the part where he starts singing, because like. You have it muted on the computer.
My whole point though about like how he's drawing attention to like, woke culture and like that kind of shit is like he does it in a way where he's like making himself the center of attention. Like woke culture gives a fuck about who Kid Rock is. Like it's like it's like Kid Rock said what? Yeah. It's like all this shit. It's like before this song dropped, I did not know who you were. Still don't know who you are.
Exactly.
So like, it's like, oh, everybody's gonna get so mad at me because I'm Kid Rock saying this outlandish shit. It's like, no, it's just because of like just the narrative in general is what people disagree with, and you just happen to be a person who's a multi-millionaire who's pissing and moaning.
And he's not the first person to do this kind of like this grift where it's like everyone wants to get on board with the anti-woke stuff, like. Because there's good things that have come out of people being more aware and becoming woke. There's a lot of good things, but there's also like obvious examples of things being taken too far, and that has created this like culture of anti-wokeness. That is like I think the people that are on board with the anti-woke stuff just haven't realized yet that they're just as annoying and cringe as like the super overly woke stuff too. And it just shows like a complete lack of what do you call it, introspection on like. These people are yelling about stuff online so much and it's so annoying. And then like that's what they're doing. Like they're yelling about stuff online. We're not the same way. So it's like, yeah.
We're not a huge fan of extremes on this show. We like the middle. We like, to keep it fair. Within degrees, but
maybe extreme on some things, but probably in a fine way.
I'm extreme.
Let's hear. I want you to hear the start of this.
Okay.
You're extremely what?
I'm extremely happy to be here with you right now. I'm having a blast. That's all I wanted to tell you.
Well, I should never have cut you off.
You're my favorite guy to do this with.
So this is gonna. I mean, I'll probably not play much of this audio until we get to the part where I just want him to do. Wait till you get to his hype before the song. This is it.
Fuck all you hoes.
Bang.
Detroit till I die, motherfucker.
Okay, you can cut it there. Fuck all you hoes. Like
Detroit till I die, motherfucker.
And like here, I can read. I want to read more of these lyrics because these are honestly quite funny. Some standout ones to me. I'm probably gonna have to bleep out because I mean, listen, we swear on the show, and that's fine. We're okay with swearing, but I don't know if I'm okay with swearing this much. But some standout ones to me were.
So you're gonna say it and then bleep it out? So why are we reading the lyrics?
Bucka, you ain't never met a motherfucker like this. Kiss my ass, then you can suck a dick sideways.
That one, hold on.
Right there. That's a good one.
Is it Bucka Bucka or
That's a bar.
Booyaka, Booyaka? Like it's like
I don't know if
it's like
that.
which
No,
one is
it's
it?
much.
I would respect it more if
more
it was
country.
If it, it's like Bucka Bucka.
Yeah, you nailed it.
It's like Belt Bucka.
Yeah, you snowflakes. Here's a news flash.
Yep.
Ain't nobody gonna tell me how to live. Okay, that's epic.
Fair.
Where's
I mean, I don't think anybody is telling you
the
how
other
to
one
live.
that's really good too is he likes. It's weird. It's kind of unclear exactly what the full purpose of the song, but you also get he's got some millennial hate here.
Yeah.
But yo homie, is one of the actual lyrics. But yo homie, here's the situation: a nation of pussies is our next generation, and these minions, and their agenda. Every opinion has a millennial offended.
I'm triggered right now. I hope you know. I am livid right now. I'm so fucking upset. Can you believe that he's saying this shit about our communal generation? He's gonna sit here and make overcasting generalizations about us because we're born in a certain fucking time. Like the fucking audacity for Kid Rock to come out here and tell me
You're offended,
I'm a snowflake. I'm so fucking.
Yeah, you're offended by it.
So
it's sort of like
I'm
living
rattled.
up to what he.
I'm rattled right now.
Define rattled.
Offended.
Okay.
So offended. I'm rattled.
So he got you then.
He got me
already
so
got
good.
you.
He got me so good.
This is the other one too. He's just like, my wings will carry me away. I got the heart of a lion. I get stronger every day. Is okay, man. High risk,
so dismissive.
high risk hillbilly, but I'm filthy rich. So is he? You know how we talked about Garth Brooks briefly?
Yep.
And I mentioned how like there's like the whole thing in the country world of like once again it's like a pretty big grift of like I'm a hillbilly too, and I like all this stuff, and then like in the reality,
I like to
they're
go
not
blood
living. They don't
and
live
that
like that
kind
at
of
all.
shit.
Yeah, they live in mansions and they drive around like Rolls Royce and stuff, and it's like he's just like kind of open. He's like I'm a hillbilly, but I'm also filthy rich.
As an
Just
aside,
open
though,
about it.
as an aside, if you did have like a Rolls Royce truck, it would be kind of sick to go mudding in a Rolls Royce
Yeah, I
truck.
don't know if they
feel
have muddy and hay, like go off roading
off road and shit.
in a Rolls Royce truck.
Just for the flex of it.
What
I feel
about the
like.
Rolls
just for the
Royce
flex.
makes that sicker?
What?
What about the Rolls Royce exactly makes that
See now this
sicker?
this is just me, but just a blatant disregard for how nice it is, and just like it's just.
Oh, I see.
You know what I mean?
So it's
'Cause-
like the fact that you're ruining something beautiful and expensive.
well,
Potentially.
not really ruining it, but yeah.
It's sort of like an additional flex of your cash because you're like, I got all this money and I got all this nice stuff, and I don't really care what happens to it. In fact, I'll just openly wreck it in front of you on video
Exactly.
for all my fans to see.
That's what I'm saying. I think that would be so fucking sick. Can you think about how metal that is to say, fuck everything. I got so much money. I don't give a fuck if it looks nice or not, if it's clean or dirty. I don't give a
got
fuck,
you.
boy.
Okay, so that's sort of what you're. Okay, that seems a little.
I told you this is my anthem, so that's.
This
like,
is your
why
anthem.
else would you think?
So
that,
well, how do you feel about the line then?
yeah, read it to
I
me.
twang more riffs. I slide through grass. Wait, I twang more riffs.
Yep.
I slide through grass. That's one line.
Yep.
I rip more lines than a 10-pound bass.
Yep. That.
Listen, I get that he was like, maybe I'm stepping out of line here. I'm not like a huge fisherman, but I don't think 10-pound bass are ripping a ton of lines.
It's not.
That big of a fish.
That's
right?
not what he's talking about.
I know that, I know what he's talking about. I know he's obviously alluding to him doing cocaine. But what I'm saying is he's saying I rip more lines than a 10-pound bass, but I don't think 10-pound basses are out here actually like breaking that many fishing lines, which is what he's alluding to. So if they don't break any lines, then he technically does no coke lines. Do you
See,
understand
now
what I'm
you've
saying?
triggered him. You have
Do
him
you
so
understand, though? Do you
offended that you and
understand?
Kid Rock are living rent free in his head tonight.
I got the reference, you guys. Come on. I got that much.
Okay.
You know what? Fine, whatever. Just you guys are a bunch of Kid Rock stans, apparently.
I mean, yeah, this is my anthem. This would be my new ringtone if it wasn't already taken up by my queen, Taylor. No, but you know what's wild to me about this whole thing?
What?
Obviously, like lyrics, whatever. Like, whatever. You're trying to shock and awe. You're Kid Rock and and you wanted to fucking be in the headlines again, even though the only headlines you're in are the ones that you fabricate, but that's okay.
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna work for him. Like, I don't think it's really gonna do what he is intending it to. It's not that hot of a song, you know.
It's not. It's a hilarious song. Like
Yeah.
if you do go and listen to it,
You
like
should listen to it.
I couldn't make it through like 30 seconds before I like
pretty
died
funny.
laughing.
It's like if Watch is like a comedy, like maybe it is comedy.
That-
we kind
and
of said maybe
that's
it's
what
just
to say.
parody because
That's
like
what I was about to say because I don't know.
it feels more like that.
Like because he has been like I've heard of Kid Rock obviously, so he's been in Hollywood or in like
Yeah.
in the biz for like a while.
Yeah.
So and I don't know from what I've heard from like how famous people talk, it's tough to be like super. It's like it's tough to be super not like woke just in Hollywood in general because people just
Yeah.
won't fuck with you. So it's like I could easily this played and watched like a parody. So
I
a piece of
know.
me is like. Is he just trying to like as we already said like grift and kind of get views and get like in the headlines again? But I don't know how well it's
Oh,
working.
I'm sure that's
like,
what it was.
are people talking about this like other than us on this show? Like is this like
No,
what's this
haven't-
trending or
that's
anything
what
like
I
that?
I haven't heard. I can't remember exactly. I must have seen someone else talking about it because I don't know how else I would have stumbled upon it. But I can't exactly remember where. But like even here, like look at this other thumbnail. It's like Po Dunk. I don't know what the song is, but like it's a.
Should probably
Someone-
wrap it up.
Oh, we're running out of time.
No, right at a time.
Well, it's literally someone like holding a sniper rifle. So he's probably like one of the gun-toting, like this is a literal sniper rifle
Yeah.
thumbnail. That's not like a.
That's my guy.
That's not a gun you keep in your home.
It is because I have one just like it because
Sniper.
I saw it and it could a sniper. You never know when you
Really?
need to snipe someone
In Canada,
in Canada.
you have a sniper rifle.
Yes, I do.
All right. Well,
Do you not have one?
Maybe we'll dig into that on the next segment.
How do you hunt meese if you don't have a fucking sniper rifle?
Let's go to the next segment.
Okay.
You jerk. And we're back. Okay, well that's enough. Yeah, listen, that's enough Kid Rock stuff forever. Wait, I do have this Garth Brooks video here
This was so funny.
because I did mention on our last I think it was last episode or maybe a different episode where we talked about Garth Brooks like just briefly. And it was last episode, the sports episode.
Oh, was?
Yeah, and I remember I mentioned
Yes.
he's kind of a weird guy. And I said that not really knowing much other than this. I think we can play this video because it is kind of funny. It's kind of an internet relic at this point now. But this video was posted by Garth Brooks. Have you seen this? Wait, did you watch this? You didn't watch it all, did you? I hope I want to get your actual reaction to the second
Not the
half.
whole thing. Or
So
watch the whole
basically-
thing.
Yeah, let's just watch it. It's 1 minute long, 45
Well,
seconds.
Well, I guess
long.
it's official.
So this is when he
We're now
first
on
joined
Facebook.
Facebook. He made a
I really
Facebook
wasn't
page.
sure
This
about
is
this
the
at the
first thing he
start.
posted.
But then a friend of mine said something that just made all kinds of sense. She said, think of it more as a conversation. I like that. But I'm already finding out on my own. So it's wiping the walls out between you and me. And I really like that. It allows us into each other's worlds, or I guess in my case, the hotel room. When I think about things I want to post cool stuff, slick stuff, neat stuff. But most of the stuff I'm going to post is going to be raw stuff like this. Because it's just who I am. So if this is truly a conversation, then I say let the conversation begin.
Thoughts?
Very.
Was that raw? Was that raw to you?
very familiar?
To what? Us? Me? You're giving me the me eyes.
I think it's kind of similar to you. That's the whole thing I was getting the entire time.
Okay.
That's kind of like how, well, not how or why, sorry, we started this podcast is for you to have a space and have a conversation.
Raw.
And you lack that because I like conversations. I'm a simple man, you know?
I'm pretty sure what happened after that too is that his Facebook page just never posted anything else. So he just posted that on Facebook.
What?
He rehearsed that in a hotel room, thought it was gonna be huge, just posted it on Facebook, then just never followed up.
It
with,
was
like,
so fucking
much of
cringe.
anything.
It was so
Have you seen that before,
cringe.
Chief?
No, I haven't never seen that.
What do you think? Do you know Garth Brooks at all?
No.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, we said that on the last one too, right?
Yeah, it's
We're not
just
big-
kind of like seems like a weird like dad thing to do.
It's
like, just
totally
getting used to social media for
Exactly.
the first time.
Dad goes on Facebook and he has like a lot of fans and he thinks he needs to go talk to them on there.
Doesn't he open up by being like, Facebook? Like,
Yeah.
who starts a fucking
Yeah,
video?
Facebook crowd. Yeah.
I feel like
Facebook.
that's even a dad that like doesn't even have any followers. Like he has like
I know,
he has
yeah.
like just like his sister and his kids, and he's like, "What's up, everybody? Just wanted to give you guys an update on what I did this weekend."
Dad, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong, Dad. Chill out.
But the thing is, yo, speaking of dad, what do you think his kids fucking thought when they saw that? Or what happened at school? Like, because there's no way that, like, if you're
Yeah.
Garth Brooks' kids, that people can't be like, yo, look, what the fuck did your dad post on Facebook last weekend?
Maybe this is a cynical take, but I kind of have it in my mind that like any kid of some super wealthy like star. I mean, listen, not universally. There's gonna be some that are great parents and stuff, but I just feel like the perception of reality that you get if you're born into that life, like where your parents are famous, like as bad. Think about how a celebrity, when they become a celebrity, how much they change, and like if you're born into that from the beginning, you're kind of bound to be like extremely out of touch, and you probably don't give a shit about stuff like that. You know, that's just all that's all part of the gig.
Fair enough. But literally, that's all part of the
Chet
gig.
Hanks, you know Chet Hanks.
Is that Tom Hanks' kid?
Yeah.
I've heard of him, but I don't know what he does.
Don't you know White Boy Summer and stuff? What, you know what? Forget it.
White Boys, like,
you don't even know about White Boy Summer?
I've heard of White Boy Summer. Well, if in case you forgot, it doesn't apply to me.
Yeah, but
I don't get White Boy Summer privileges, but explain to me what White Boy Summer is.
There's no White Boy, there's no... I don't even know how to explain it.
Explain it now.
It's just like the thing that he said, and it was just thing that everyone was saying because it was like, well, this is hilarious. Like, why is he going around saying White Boy Summer? And then apparently it's not for... Well, it was for him and Jack Harlow was... Listen,
what is this?
You know, whatever. Yeah. The internet's a weird place, and Chet Hanks is a weird guy, and he's the son of very famous people. So he has a platform automatically, and he has something to say like that.
Isn't that wild though? You can just be like literally just born.
He always
like I saw the other day I was on some social media, I don't remember which, and I saw like Eminem's daughter, and she's just verified and has a massive following. Like imagine just being born. And then you just automatically do what we got to do. Exactly.
Yeah,
you're born famous. His daddy puts you in a song. This is no shit or anything like that.
Mommy.
Or mommy.
Yeah.
Or brings you to the fucking set. You know what I mean? You grow up in it, and it's like you don't even have to fucking like the fucking Smith family, for example, like Willow and fucking like Jaden. They do shit. They perform. They act. Whatever.
Yeah,
but you could just do what we do, and
like
just
make a
podcast. And you have a following, or you fucking whatever. That's what I'm saying. It's like you automatically have a following.
Totally.
That we are currently in the grind for. Okay, again, thank you to all of you. But like,
you're
literally just born with it, and you can be like, I really don't have to work ever in my life because not only are my parents filthy rich. If I do want to work, I can work doing this kind of shit, and people will just follow me because my mom or dad's famous, and that's all it really takes.
Well, yeah, the built-in audience thing too goes like way further than that. I mean, listen. I joke about everyone is saying this is the best show on the internet. A lot of people are, but not everyone. Okay, let's be real, guys. Not everyone is saying that. Don't be ridiculous.
Is it fair to say most?
Like 99%.
All right.
Yeah, give or take
Couple.
half a percentage.
We
might be at 99.5.
We might be at 99.2.
Or 98.5, Yeah, no, I don't think 99.2.
Okay.
That seems unrealistic to me.
Okay, so it's either 99.5.
Slightly higher than that or 98.5.
And so that point, give or take 0.5, that's literally either 0.5, 0.5. Got it.
But the point I was going to make is, like, you see, there's a lot of people who have built careers online, like, that are not even traditional celebrities, like just YouTubers or TikTokers, Vine, whatever. Like, listen, we kind of made that joke early on about how like everyone has a podcast now, and like this is like, oh, like what a unique idea. Two people, making a podcast together. It's not a unique idea. That's the joke, obviously. And the thing is, there's like so many people that have built their platform doing something else online, and then they go to make a podcast. It's like the most half-assed, easy money grab thing ever, where it's like, like the energy is bad, it's awkward, Not saying we haven't been awkward. I get it. Okay, we're not perfect. I know. I can't criticize too much, but there's like you don't have to look far to see people who are just totally taking their audience and then sticking it into like 20 other ventures that they have no like passion for or like actual like desire to do well.
Yeah, like we already talked about.
Time.
Yeah, like we talked about Charlie once, like Charlie Damalamilio.
Or Dixie. Yeah, it's
sorry. I meant Dixie, but like that's like one example, right? Of like
it's like go make music now.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're a musician.
Go be an actor.
No, you're not because you actually can't sing that well. It's like you can't just do that, but it will work still because you'll get like 100 million views. I mean, that one's weird. I don't know. Ever since I've seen the videos of her like actually seeming super anxious about it, I feel really bad.
I do sometimes think about that sometimes. I'm like, damn, that was really fucked up. That was really fucked up. Sorry, I'm talking over you.
As much as no, it's like literally that stuff is like. I mean, I feel like those cases when you get like the whole like 100 million follower thing going on like TikTok or really any platform. that's when you start to like lose your control, like your actual autonomy over like creative autonomy.
Yeah, because there's a
and
money making thing.
Yeah,
you know?
so you do get pushed in all these different directions, but not only like by your own choice. There's also a thing of like people who just, by choice will just keep adding more and more to their plate and not really doing a lot of justice. There's a lot of people that also transition from doing other content that kind of died out, and then they started really good podcasts too, by the same token. So,
Question for you.
go for it.
Do you think if in theory you were to like not try and do this, right? In your day job, let's say, right? You become a multimillionaire CEO, you're doing all the good shit in your day job. Do you think, like, maybe not millionaire, but like billionaire, do you think you might fucking transition and try and be a fucking like influencer, or like, again, as we're saying, how might that affect you?
Like Elon Musk?
Like Elon Musk. I'm trying to segue into it.
Beautiful.
I'm skipping to.
I'll
going
never
to
let
because-
you do one seamlessly. I will always make sure I hit the brick wall and just call it out for what it is.
You know what? I'm gonna do a callback here. I'm gonna do a callback to the first segment. And I said, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Now I'm gonna say what I was gonna say.
Well, that rule applies to you.
Your transition was clunky. How does that feel? You hurt my feelings or hurt you right back?
I intended it to be. It didn't hurt my feelings. Good try. You even suck at being mean. Is that a real question though? Like
no, I mostly just want to
so
get to fucking Elon.
What we're referencing right now, Ronnie just pulled it up.
Yeah.
I guess this is not. Listen, I don't even think this is a news story.
No,
this is
news.
not worth writing news about. But we did decide that it's worth putting in our show,
Because we care about what
Yeah.
happens on the internet.
and we talk. As we've said before, we only talk about important stuff. Elon Musk says he's thinking of becoming a full-time influencer. He said this on Twitter, apparently.
Want me to read it?
Yeah,
read us
please.
some stuff.
Tesla Chief Executive Officer Elon Musk is thinking of leaving his jobs and becoming an influencer. The world's richest man tweeted on Thursday.
There's a few things to unpack
Thinking
here.
of,
There's
in quotation marks.
There's a few things to unpack here already. Number one, like, I agree. This is not news, CNN business. This is
Yeah,
not
come
worth
on,
commenting
guys.
on.
This is pathetic.
Like, what are
This
we
is
doing?
literally
Like,
pathetic.
he made a tweet, and you're like, oh, he's really
Yeah.
perusing this idea of leaving his multi-billion-dollar fucking richest man on the
Yeah.
planet, quits his day job to go be a fucking influencer. Like,
It's obviously a troll tweet.
Come
Like,
on,
why are you
man.
writing a news article about it? But whatever.
Two quotes from him say, so he said, thinking of quitting my jobs and becoming an influencer full time. What do you think? That was his tweet. And then he said, it would be nice to have a bit more free time on my hands as opposed to just working day and night from when I wake up to when I go to sleep 7 days a week. Pretty
Shade.
intense.
Shade. Like throwing shade at every influencer, obviously. Like, well, he's got an abnormally weird long hour job thing going on. But he's essentially implying that influencers don't do work, and he thinks it'd be chilling to just go do that, and it would also be really easy for him to do. Which I think
It
all those things
probably
are
would.
probably true.
It probably would.
What would you guys watch Elon Musk? What kind of content is Elon Musk gonna make as an influencer? Are you gonna do a bit right now? Are you gonna do
Elon fucking impression? I envision.
It would just be boring.
I
dude.
envision it's very like it's a similar setup to like ours, but it's just instead of there being two, it's just him, and he's dead on the camera, and he's like, "Hey guys, so I'm here, and we're gonna talk about what's coming new at Tesla, and I'm gonna take a few calls. So we're gonna go with the first idea here. I'm not really good at doing a fucking
That's
Elon
not bad.
impression, but the point being, it would be very dry, you know, because I feel like is a very dry person, like.
Yeah.
And no offense, Elon. I mean, you would draw a crowd. Maybe he talks about some cool shit. Maybe he talks about some cool people. Yeah, some cool. No, because it's just him. So it's like,
No.
is he just gonna talk about what's going on in Tesla? I don't know. I
Well-
wouldn't watch Elon content. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's not like a super entertaining. Well, he's maybe initially entertaining, but it's not like a
Ongoing thing.
no, and it's not entertaining for like. It's entertaining because he's awkward.
Can he
He's
get
super
high energy? You
awkward.
think? Like,
No.
like
Excited? I've never seen that guy excited.
Is he capable, or is he just always right here? Is he
I think
just
he's
like
always
having
there.
a
Yeah,
good
it's pretty
time?
much always there.
It's like his like weird half smile thing going on. He's so smug.
I'm just trying to
just smug
envision
human
like what a
being.
daily vlogs with Elon Musk.
What? Yeah.
I mean, I feel like he would probably have some cool stuff to show.
He'd
you
probably do my morning routine.
know? Elon Musk's morning routine.
Yeah.
What do you think's in the morning routine of Elon
I
Musk?
have no idea. It's probably very bougie, if I had to guess. Someone
Well-
brushes his teeth for. It's like a robot
Yeah.
that brushes his teeth for him, or something like that.
I designed this Tesla
yeah,
bot.
Yeah, exactly. A Tesla bot that does everything for him, dresses him in the morning, everything. And that's his morning routine.
I'm
My
trying to
morning routine is I
streamline
don't do
the human
anything.
experience. I'm trying to streamline the human experience.
Yeah.
So you can we're prototyping these Tesla bots who cook for you.
He has one of those one of the
cook for
Tesla
you.
bots filming for him everywhere
Exactly.
too. Just follows him around.
There's literally nobody in his house. Like he like has kids. I don't know if he has a wife now. Again, I know he used to, but
no, he's with Grimes.
house.
You know Grimes?
I think yeah. But he
They have a kid together. That's the one
Okay.
that's named Aeon.
H
16
or whatever.
Yeah.
Is that H?
Ash.
Ash? Whatever. Point being,
Something confusing.
it's just pure Tesla bots in the background. They're cooking for him. They're basically his slaves, and that is how Skynet starts. Hot take.
Yeah.
It's because Elon Musk's fucking content,
Pure vengeance driven.
pure vengeance
Yeah.
at Elon. It first starts with the Tesla bots, and then because of Tesla itself, they start manufacturing Tesla destroyers
Tesla destroyer.
out of fucking like roadsters and like
it.
that kind of shit. Like, look at that face. That's the man who's gonna launch Skynet right there. I'm calling it right now.
The kid's name is XAE-A12, which is X-A12, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. How do you
Why?
like the first thing the kid does when they're whatever age you have to be to legally change your name is legally change your name because
What's to be named X-12?
how can you be named that? How can you even be named that? First of all, everyone ever now will identify you as Elon's kid, which is probably annoying in itself. And then second of all, what are you going to put that on our resume? Like
Maybe.
what you're sending
Maybe-
cryptic messages to your your new employer by like what is this? I'm confused by your resume looks great, but I'm a little confused by like what you wrote here at the top. It's like, oh, that's just my name.
Yeah, that's just what
Looks
my
like a math equation.
This is what my dad decided to call me.
Yeah.
He decided to just not be mainstream, and instead he went, "Hey,
Yeah.
this is a good one." Like, what does that teacher do on the first day of school? Like when they're reading names, like, "All right, Johnny,
Yeah, reading on the list.
Johnny,
They get stun locked.
Jill."
Yeah, exactly. They just they don't even want to try. I quit. I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. All right. Anyways, okay. Next thing we got this video. Are we okay to move on? By the way, you got
Of course.
Okay.
Nothing else to add.
This next video we got, Veronica. You said you haven't seen this either. This is some pretty. I don't even know. This is like kind of dystopian weird shit. There's this video that's gone quite viral. A lot of people have literally been talking about this. The CEO from Better.com essentially congregated 900 of their employees for like various different reasons and fired them over a Zoom call. And it's like just super like it's super it's super hard to watch because this guy is like pretending to care so hard, and he's like last time let's we can get to it, but in my mind it's like he
Yeah, we will unpack this in a moment.
Send it.
This is the second time in my career I'm doing this, and I do not want to do this. The last time I did it, I cried. This time I hope to be stronger.
I don't
so
want
much
to do
to say.
this.
I already have so much
seriously,
to
guys,
say.
I swear I don't want to do this at all.
Last time?
Literally do not want to do this.
I cried last time.
Yeah.
I felt real, genuine human emotion for taking food off of my employees' tables. That shit
give a-
hurt, dog.
That's such a cop-out. It's like, well, last time I cried, so this time I won't. So that's the only reason I'm not crying, guys. I'm actually
Exactly.
upset, but I've already cried about this before, so I won't do it again. But
I've
this
shed all
time
the
it's-
tears
But just so
possible.
you know, it hurts me. It does hurt me. It really hurts me to do this. Sorry. Continue.
Also, hilarious that it's the second time. Like, is it just
We'll
before
let
we go on?
this-
Is
we gotta
it
let
like
this play.
is it the second time? Is it the second time doing it with this many
The
people,
Zoom call, yeah.
or the second time? Like, if it's the second time on a Zoom call, still not a good look. But if you fired almost 2,000 people in a fucking Zoom call setting, shame on yourself.
Last time I
Fucking
did it, it
shame.
was just a fucking iPhone group chat. You're all fired. So's.
I put you guys all in the fucking Slack that said see you tomorrow? Question mark.
Okay, so we had
We're back.
Technical malfunction. These things happen. These things happen on the budget we're working with. The camera literally just decided to shut off. We have all the audio,
So
with the camera. The
maybe
most
what we'll
important
do,
fart.
we'll make
the most important fart.
the most important fart.
The
That's
most
what
important fart.
Exactly. The thing that happens to everybody.
This is good.
Beans, the magical fruit, the more you toot. The most important fart here we're talking about right now on the podcast.
Yes. So we briefly introed that there's this video of a CEO from Better.com firing 900 employees. We watched it. We talked about it. But guess what we're going to do again? We're going to watch it, and we're going to talk about it quick. So first, let's let it play through.
Will the takes be the same?
No.
Maybe.
They'll probably be...
Well, sounds like we had two different ideas
you were
on
gonna say
that.
maybe.
I was going to say maybe. You were going to say...
No. I was going to say they're going to be objectively worse because we're now no longer doing it authentically. We're going to be trying to recite all of the cool, funny, awesome things that we said before, which is going to make it sound sort of like Elon Musk would sound if he was an influencer.
I think that's going to be what I'm going to do for this review, for all my thoughts here. I'm going to try and be Elon here. I'm trying to channel him.
Okay, well, let's play this video again quick so everyone can see what we're talking about. Many of you will probably
This is the
seen
second
this.
time in my career I'm doing this, and I do not want to do this.
It's still funny.
The last time I did it, I cried.
Bullshit.
This time I hope to be stronger. But we are laying off about 15% of the company.
You gotta be
market.
kidding me.
Efficiency and performances.
It's like
How
reading
product.
from a
long
piece
we
of
did
paper.
for the company?
If you're on this call, you are
He just pushes through.
part of the unlucky group being laid off. Your employment here is terminated effective immediately.
Okay, so,
Hey, at least got a good severance package, though.
well,
Hey.
we'd hope. Here's the thing. I feel like I think what everyone kind of is very upset about too is like he's definitely like making an effort to say out loud. He's like, I'm upset. You know, I've done this before and I cried, but this time,
It gives me
Nah.
fuckboy vibes. I'm not gonna lie.
This-
You guys, me,
he's like,
guys. Last time I did this, I cried.
yeah,
But I've gotten stronger since then because I care about you,
Yeah,
my
I'm-
family,
yeah.
the company.
yeah. I'm not crying in order to protect you guys right now.
Exactly.
You guys don't want to see me sad. That would just make this so much worse. By the way, you're all fired. You're all fired.
Yeah, make it so much worse to see your fearless leader shed a single tear to show you how much he cares about you.
Yeah.
No, instead I'm gonna be strong and fucking stoic for you.
I
You know
wonder-
what I recognized second time around too, watching it,
What's that?
is that it's like he just like clearly is ignoring like what people are saying in the background in order to like he has a script
Yeah.
that he's reading off of, and
He
he's like
keeps checking
he's
his
just
notes.
ignoring what people are saying in order to get in like all of the points of his script,
Yeah.
which is like very like
Well,
I don't know.
So he has everyone muted, obviously, but like people, I think
You think that he does? Have
I think they
everyone?
had chat probably. I mean, I don't know.
No
it
way,
seemed like- it
man.
seemed like
They
he was-
definitely
It seemed like
make
you
it one
paused.
way.
Yeah, it did. It seemed like he was pausing, like
No,
when
but-
that lady was saying stuff.
No, but I think
and then it kind of rattled him because he's doing like this whole thing. He's like,
Yeah.
okay.
Sorry.
If I'm being honest, and I think speaking from experience here, if you have a Zoom call with 900 people, you physically have to have it one way. There's no possible way that they had 900 people.
But then
unmuted.
why
That
would
is
she
ridiculous,
even be
especially if they're
saying
firing
anything?
people.
Like why
Well,
would she
she's-
be saying anything, and why can we hear it?
Because she's recording on her phone and she's completely in shock of the fact that she's
Oh,
being
so
fired
it's
over-
just her video.
She's being fired. Yeah, she's just filming it with her phone. So that's what we're hearing.
She's
it's her
filming it and
actual
she's
authentic
talking.
reaction,
I
but it's
see.
not being picked up by.
see, I
mic
thought somebody
audio.
I thought somebody had unmuted it, and maybe he didn't hear.
Listen,
but like
what he
it came
deserved
through
to
the
happen
camera.
is every single person one by one getting to ream him out and like have their peace of mind spoken. They should have unmuted mics one after another and just let people hear it. Because like the whole thing of like, I mean, and I've seen this a few times now, and yeah, like just noticing more and more the way he does it, like the manners and stuff. He's like, there's a part where he's like, oh yeah, like we're cutting down by 15% due to performance, and he like checks his notes. He's like, and efficiency.
Yeah, he's like, why are we
like-
firing people again?
Yeah, he's like,
oh yeah.
it's such like an afterthought. He's like, and I'm supposed to be upset about this, so therefore I will tell you that I was upset about this at one point.
Did I remind you guys that
and
last
it's
time I
hard.
cried?
Yeah,
I
there's all
cried
this-
last time I did this, and I was very upset. This time,
Yeah.
not as upset. You get better with the more practice you do. By next time, I'll be able to fucking do it with a gold smile on my face.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
And I'll be happy
third
to do
time,
it.
This actually might be kind of fun. So it's pretty obvious why everyone is like, well, this is horrible treatment and like the most dehumanizing way to like fire anyone from their job, especially. I mean, better.com isn't some like, you know, well, not that it would matter anyways what kind of job it is, but it's like, you know, it's mortgages and insurance, I think. Like,
I would never
these are
do
probably
this
like
to
relatively high
to my
paying
Tesla
jobs.
bots. I would never treat my Tesla bots like this.
Yeah,
It's just the disrespect of how they're treating the employees. It's just not how you run a good business model. You know what I mean?
leave in the comments below what you guys think of Anthony's Elon Musk impression.
Ooh,
Let's give that a
please
rating out of
don't.
10.
Ooh, don't do that. Ooh, I'll stop it forever now.
So yeah, anyways, this is blown up. I feel like we kind of said everything we were going to say before. I mean, the one point I would like to drive home is that, because we kind of went back and forth on this, obviously, before the camera died, or while the camera died, sorry. And we were just talking about how, like, you know, on some level...
It was itchy.
That's fine. Okay.
It was itchy.
On
I don't
some
know what you want
level-
me to do. Like, my hair is itchy. I don't know what you want me to do, man.
It's fine.
I can't scratch
said
it.
it's fine.
I
already
can't
said
scratch.
it's fine.
No, but you made a face that said it wasn't fine. Then you said it was fine, but
was
your
the joke.
eyes were lying.
That was the
your
joke.
eyes were lying to me. You have an issue with the fact that I gotta scratch my cabeza, brother?
I've never scratched anything with pats. But you know what?
Do you understand?
I understand
why?
because
Do you
it'll
because
will it come
don't-
out. It'll come out if you scratch it for
Precisely.
real. If I scratch you like a little
Don't,
kitty,
please don't.
little kitty scratch
Please
on
don't.
the head. Okay.
Actually, I had somebody at work
know
do
what?
that, but that's a post mic conversation.
Yeah. Is the camera still going, or are we dead again and dead in the water?
Wow.
It's going.
So, anyways, basically, I mean, the thing that's like extra brutal about it too is like, obviously, the Zoom call. I mean, you guys did make a good point. Maybe some people are like kind of glossing over this. There's not exactly like the in-person option necessarily to be fired right now. A lot of
Yeah.
people are working from home, obviously because of Rule 4.
We don't talk about it.
But
Do you
You
want me
know-
to read the apology?
yeah, I was gonna read some of the apology here.
You're gonna read it?
You can read it. Yeah, no, the apology is not whatever. Give us some of the apology.
But you're saying
too.
that it lacks a personal touch and it probably could
Well-
have been had in some way, shape, or form without doing it with 900 people on the
Yeah.
call. And like we were spitballing like different ways that could have been better.
There's no feedback. There's people lumped in there of like, oh, some of this is because we just need to save money, and then other people it's because of your performance, and you don't get to know which one you are. You just have to be fired, and then that's it. You're terminated now. So pack your things, even though you're probably at home. Pack your things and get the fuck out. And then when I apologize about me doing this, it's going to be on our website for everyone to see, and it's not going to be a direct letter. I mean, maybe there was direct letters sent out. I don't know. I can't say.
I hope they got a
whether or not
severance
that-
package, man. Like I, hope
I think they
people
did.
got
They get
severance
1 month severance pack, or they get like 1 month benefits and all that stuff. Whatever.
Thanks.
Yeah, huge. I can survive off that. Whatever. Anyways,
Anyways.
read some of this apology if you would like.
Team.
That already hurts.
Already.
Yeah, that already hurts. All right,
So
team.
impersonal.
So yeah.
I want to apologize for the way I handled the layoffs last week. I failed to show the appropriate amount of respect and appreciation for the individuals who are affected and for their contributions to better. I own the decision to do the layoffs, but in communicating it, I blundered the execution. In doing so, I embarrassed you. I realize that the way I communicated this news made a difficult situation worse. I'm deeply sorry and am committed to learning from this situation and doing more to be the leader that you expected me to be. At Better, your dedication, focus, and expertise are essential in the vital work we are doing to unlock the value, joy, and opportunity of home ownership for our customers across the country. I couldn't be more grateful for all you are accomplishing for the customers we serve. We will talk more at our upcoming all-hands meeting about what to expect for a year ahead. Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah,
it's
blah.
just a
And then
bunch
the
of-
last line says, I believe in you, I believe in Better, and I believe that working together we can make home ownership better together. That's like a weird line to end with.
It's one
because
thing
it's
that's
like,
but don't forget about the company and what we do.
well, it literally says like I believe that working together we can make home ownership better
Yeah.
together, except for you guys because you don't work with us
Yeah,
anymore.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. So it's like, well, this team. I mean, he's apologizing to everyone. This is the thing. He's not apologizing to people who got laid off. He's apologizing to like everyone in the company. He's like,
That was embarrassed to work there.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of wacky. And I think like the other thing too is like just the whole idea of like, I am deeply sorry and am committed to learning from this situation. It's like, bro, you're a CEO. You shouldn't be fucking having to learn this lesson, man. Like, this is like.
This was your second time doing
mean,
it. You should have learned lesson on the first time.
Certainly, the assumption was that no one was going to record it on their phone and then post it. Certainly, that was the assumption. So it's more so like, I'm sorry that you guys are assholes and made me look like a dick by sharing what I did to you.
Did you guys
This is bullshit.
You guys not see the email that was sent out before saying no phones allowed?
Yeah, exactly.
Leave your phone on your desk. I know you're at home. I don't give a shit. You
I
can't
don't care
record me.
if you don't technically work here anymore. The request stands.
I thought we were operating in good faith here. I wish
exactly.
I wish that the last line here said, P.S. I was sobbing while writing this.
Yeah.
Just like to show you guys how sad I really was. He somehow gets teardrops on the fucking digital.
It was a scan. It was a He purposefully like
handwrote it.
No, he printed it and then he cried on it and then scanned it.
And he like circled the tears in red ink. He's like, tear.
Right, yeah, with pen, real tears. All right.
I'm not a robot.
Sorry to all the
Anyways.
people at Better. That sucks.
That sucks
You
ass.
know what? I think you don't want to work for that company anyways if that's how the people who are in charge are willing to treat their people.
And fuck you, Vishal.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I feel like I'm fair to say that. Yeah, fuck you, Vishal. That was a
Yeah.
piece of shit move.
You are fair to say
Fuck
that.
you. And I bet you didn't cry the first time. I bet you didn't.
Seems likely he didn't. Yeah.
Scene. All
I'm
right,
super
we're on the next
paranoid.
one.
Is this camera gonna melt on us? Like,
So far, so good.
is it too hot? I wonder.
You
You're
are.
getting too steamy.
You're too
We're in
hot.
steamy time.
We haven't
now.
gotten steamy time in a while.
It won't be
It
hot.
feels okay.
Yeah, it shouldn't be hotter than normal, but usually when it shuts off, it's from overheating. It's just kind of one of those things. We shoot this in 4K because, we're cool.
We like
know
that.
camera stuff. We know HD, and then I upload it in not 4K, but it still looks nicer. And
I don't know how to. I don't know how to.
Yeah.
I don't know what you want from me. Yes, it does look nice.
Okay, Cheeb, it's time. Okay, this is our last little piece of this fun little chillin' internet episode.
For Cheap's Corner, Cheap's Corner. Everybody, welcome to Cheap's Corner.
Is that what it was? Was it everybody welcome to? Is that
I
what
think
it was?
so.
Or was it everybody loves Cheeb?
No, I think it was welcome to.
Well, that's
Comment
canon
below.
now. That's
Comment
canon
below
now.
if
Yeah.
it was welcome to or
Yeah.
enjoys
Loves,
loves.
yeah.
You're
Cheap's
gonna
Corner.
get. We will name you in the next episode if you say it, and it will name you. Like we'll literally use your real name and your address.
We
if
will
you-
dox you.
if you say
We will
it.
dox you.
We'll go get doxed on the next episode. That's your prize.
That's right, Josh. I'm talking to you. Looking you right in your eyes
We don't
right
have any
now.
Josh viewers. Yeah, right.
Have-
I bet we do.
No. Yeah, maybe.
I bet now we do.
Anyway, so for Cheap's Corner,
Yeah.
can I give a backstory on this, Cheap?
Yes.
Because I kind of. So I.
time out? You want to read and give backstory? You want to just go sit over there?
Well,
you want to just go sit over there?
The backstory involves me.
Damn.
And no, I
That
don't.
was fucking-
But so what happened is one time I was scrolling through Instagram, minding my own business, letting the algorithm give me some nonsense, give me some poo-poo garbage. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Keep going.
Refresh that.
Keep talking.
So I'm like, whatever, looking through whatever the algorithm wants me to see. It wants me to see some weird stuff, whatever. And all of a sudden I see this video and I didn't really know what it was, so I clicked it. It was someone doing their nails. And the thing that they were doing their nails with was very bizarre. I'd never seen anything like it. And then all of a sudden,
Like
me
tool
watching that-
itself?
they're like doing like acrylic nails, like sort of
Okay.
like arts and crafts style acrylic nails. And somehow me watching this single video sent me down a spiraling rabbit hole of like just a lot of weird nail videos being fed to me. And I couldn't help but and I think because I was sending them to Veronica, it was constantly pinning me down as some sort of nail fanatic. Right? So I kept getting more and more.
This is just the algorithm.
And this is now just basically the list. This is just it's just the algorithm.
This is just
Okay,
the
I got
algorithm doing it. It
I
wasn't-
got no exterior.
this was
motive,
not you-
ulterior
this
motives.
wasn't you saying-
exterior, ulterior, interior motives.
Posterior, anterior, rear.
Rear.
That's a word.
None of those.
None
no,
of those.
No motives of any such kind.
It kind of seems like you love nails, man.
I don't. See,
and that's
the thing.
okay if
But
you do.
I will be honest. I'm gonna come clean here.
Yep.
I love these videos because they're hilarious.
So
It's like it's like
what
so
came first, the chicken or the
weird.
egg? You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah, I see what you mean. Like, I don't want nails like this, but I love the idea that there's someone out here it's the most like
do you see how conflicted I am
I
hearing what
see
you're saying? Because it
saying.
seems like
Well, what I'm
you
saying,
want these nails for Christmas. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No, it's not like that. I would love to see a performance, perhaps where you were to do these nails for yourself. I would love to watch you do that.
Again, you keep talking about how much you love the nails, but just not on you. I feel like you're just
you keep
dissociating.
ignoring what I'm saying. I keep saying that I like the process, viewing the process. I've not once said I actually like the actual nails. So
I would like to see you wear them.
I would. That would be funny. That would be funny.
I think that's what I'm saying.
Nail episode.
You guys should totally get your nail like acrylics on for an episode. That would be so
that would
funny.
be really.
Is that expensive?
I'd have so much fun.
It'd be like $50.
Okay,
That's pretty
I could do that.
manageable.
$50 is a reasonable investment.
That would be
for
so funny if
content.
you got like super long
and
ones.
then trying to type.
And you're
I
like-
love it. I love it.
I feel like you would hate it after
So,
like 10 minutes.
The point being, these
Sorry.
videos are like the most. I want they're same idea as the Facebook videos that we watch, where it's just like the most algorithm sucking little sucker fish version of content ever, where it's like there's no purpose or value to them other than to like make you go like, what? And then click on it and do stuff with it to the point where it increases its bump in the algorithm.
All right, well, let's see it. Nail artist Hannah. Nail artist Hannah. Shout out to
far, we're
you.
good.
Okay.
Okay,
So
I don't think you've
come-
seen this one, Craig.
Oh my God. Okay, here, I'll put it up on the laptop.
It's a new one. Oh boy.
I'm gonna, but I just want to make sure in case. Okay, go ahead.
What?
No way.
So so for our online people, it was they're doing the nails. The nails are very long. It's clear. There's plastic. Now there's some blue stuff, some speckles going in these nails, some glitter,
And a real live minnow.
a real live fish.
Okay, good. They let it free because like so
What?
the purpose.
That's what I was thinking when I was watching it too. I was like, okay, so this fish just died
Yeah,
at
like,
the end of this, but they
alright.
released it at the end.
Way to.
so.
I mean, are we that upset about killing a minnow?
Yes.
Okay, I agree, 100%.
What the fuck?
Fish are friends.
So
not
this is
food.
the idea. So like you can see the idea now. It's like these nails that make absolutely no sense, no practicality whatsoever. They don't
I hate
really
this.
look good.
I hate
They
this
seem,
one.
Ready?
Kind of. Yeah. Let's
I hate
do some
multiple
more.
things
There's so many
about
more.
this
Like,
I
don't
love this
show your
man.
butt to the camera though, bub. That's rude.
He's mooning.
Okay, thank you.
Aw.
So guess what happened again, guys? We were just in the middle of the most fantastic corner of the indicate. Okay, that's
Okay, Bub, you gotta
Just sit,
you gotta
sit.
learn how we do things around here.
Just
Lie
sit.
down.
Okay.
Wait, they're not a dog. They don't go down.
Yeah.
You tell them to.
So sorry, guys. We lost the content again, and it's this one's tough because we had some very good, genuine, honest reactions to some very wild stuff.
It's gonna be hard to fake.
It's gonna be hard to fake, so let's not try and fake it. Let's
Especially with Bub here.
We've
now.
seen it now. We've had the reaction, but let's still watch it because I do want people to see this because it really only does get crazier as you've seen now.
Oh yeah, that was wild.
And Bub is here too.
He's just made it.
You're not even in the zone anymore. Hey?
I'm
You're
not.
like, there's
I'm
there's a
infatuated with the
cat here.
cat.
Okay.
Okay, I'm
Let's-
sorry.
let's-
I'm,
let's
I'm
play
now
these, though.
focused.
Let's play
Perfect
these.
timing, Bub, to get out of the shot.
Yes, you can go down now.
You want to
Bub.
come over here? Come over here.
Yeah, he says yeah. Thank you, Bub. You're blessing us with your presence right now.
You sit right here.
You guys, for those of you who watch, you know I'm usually a dog guy. I'll be fully honest. Bub's newfound affection for me in these past few weeks,
he's loving.
it's been a
answering.
grind. Like we're talking like years
Yeah.
of Bub really not really caring about me. I think it's probably just the fact that he's seen me a lot in these past few months.
Yeah, and the scratches. Bub's all about the scratch spots.
It's really changed my tune about the cat. I'm not gonna lie,
There you
because
go.
today Bub purred at me for the first time, and I literally almost cried.
He purred at me.
yeah, he purred at me. That's what they
purring
do.
at me right now.
Yo, bro,
Okay,
you
get
wanna
out,
purr
get out,
at me?
get
No,
out.
I'm just
Go,
kidding.
go.
Okay.
All right,
Back
all right,
into
all right.
it.
Okay,
Now we're
we're gonna
into it.
watch these quick, and then we're gonna wrap up the show.
Nah,
'cause
it actually won't be hard for me
the
for me to
camera
fake the
might be
reaction.
done. The camera, this may be it for the camera.
Let's
I don't
go.
know what's going on.
All right. There we go.
Okay.
This actually won't be hard to fake the reactions because I actually am.
Well, you
equally
hated
as
this one.
I still hate it as I'm watching. Like why? So for those of you who are at home, this is a fork. That's it.
The people who are at home.
I meant. Don't you?
the people who are in their kitchen
I was
right
in
now.
such a good mood. I was in such a
making
good
food.
mood. Such a good mood because of the cat. And then I have one little slip up, and you can't let me just correct myself.
As if you'd have it any other way.
Yeah, fair enough.
what we
That's
live
why I
for.
like
What do
you.
you-
That's why I like
yeah.
you. Yeah,
I love you for it.
you're my guy.
Okay, so fork nail. What do you think?
Hate it less. Hate it mostly because of the blue ramen. I mean,
Yeah.
we've gone into it before. It looks like fucking like bubblegum ice cream flavored fucking ramen. Not to
Yeah.
mention, why is your nail a fork? Like, I don't like it. I don't like it, but we can go to the next one.
I don't know if this is,
Multifunctional though.
yeah, true.
Cheap, would you
It is
rock
hard.
these?
No, I wouldn't.
You
Okay.
could hurt someone with
Mostly
this.
because of my job.
Yeah, that's the only reason.
Yes.
Mostly because it would be inconvenient.
But would
at
that
the
not give good
workplace.
scratches?
It
Well,
would,
it would
but
definitely give good
for
scratches.
lots of other reasons, it's very bad.
Very fair. Very fair.
Okay, what do we got here? Oh yeah, this is the
I hated
steel
this one
wall.
too. I hate all of them. I hate all of them that we're about to see.
It's just like don't pretend it's practical. You know,
like how is
Not.
like how much fun do you think this person had washing dishes like this?
I feel like it'd be
Having a
gross
whole-
because you're putting all the like. So what we're seeing is clear acrylic nails with a bunch of
Steel
like a lot
wool.
of steel wool like glued underneath, and then they're washing dishes with it. But like
I don't
all
want
the
to
food
even
and gunk is then now under your nails also
Yeah.
and stuck in the steel wool.
I hate it so much.
It doesn't
Why
look good. It's
are
not
you doing
practical. It
this?
doesn't
This
actually
is
make
like
any
the
sense.
trap in the sink times 1,000.
The sink trap. Veronica's worst fear, you guys. We have a trap in our sink for catching food, so you don't send food down the
I guess
drain.
the catch, yeah.
And Veronica actually has like horrible nightmares about the food that gets collected out there. She'll do like she just won't do it. Like she'll let you.
No, that is not true.
You won't do it.
I'll do it
No.
if it's my stuff that goes in. If there's like rice and ground beef and nasty ass stuff that's piled up in there from someone else using the sink before me,
Okay.
then I don't empty
All
it
right.
because it's nasty as hell.
right.
Mom and Dad are fighting
It's not about me.
again.
It's not about me. That's what's making me more uncomfortable.
That's why I said Mom and Dad are fighting again, because I also. But all right.
Continue. All right, this one's a USB.
This one I
iPhone
hate
charger.
less. So this one I hate
It's kind of
less.
funny, but it's also like
It's like it's not.
it
I
looks
hate
so.
that I hate how she like files the end of the plug-in
charger?
part like that's doing anything. I don't know why that part bothers
I mean,
me.
it's all
One what pisses me off most is actually the what the phone says after the whole game over.
Yeah,
Like-
exactly.
Like, haha,
But
good
that's,
joke.
but this is what I'm talking about. This is like the most algorithm-inducing shit ever.
This
like,
one
it's
I
like
hate.
this is what it is. This is the world this is the world that we've created. We asked for this.
I want to let it be known.
Humanity has asked for this.
At this point, when we watched it the first time, I was honestly like, you know what? Honestly, maybe it's. And
Like,
then I
what
saw
is
them do
that
that.
little
They
beam that
literally
comes out?
have a fucking strainer for the sink, and I was like, no, I hate it. No, I hate all
Can
of
we
it.
identify what this object is?
It's
that
like
goes
a
through
little
the stream?
bean. or
Look at it.
something.
Look at it. It's like a bunch of like it like looks like tea almost like. Tea
It's a
with
sink
milk.
catch.
Yeah, but yeah, I understand the nails, but look what it catches.
I thought it was a pickle.
But why is there pickle in this brown juice?
It looks like pickle in a coffee. I'm so.
Pickle and a coffee.
I hate it so much. I hate it so much.
Okay, next. We gotta get.
This is the last
okay,
one.
this was the holy grail.
I
Anthony
actually
had
didn't
a
even watch
nasty
it.
reaction. Once again, trigger warning.
I'm gonna try and watch
Yeah,
it this
trigger
time.
warning for nasty stuff.
No.
I mean, ew, dude. It's just it's
Trigger warning
okay.
gagging.
So for those at home, we just watched someone pop a pimple on their nail.
You're done.
A fake nail, by the way.
You're
Which,
done, beauty explainer.
You know, I don't know. Maybe some people find that satisfying.
I'm not having fun anymore.
All right. Well, this sounds like a good place to wrap the show. Then Anthony said he's not having fun.
I'm upset.
Are we still recording on the camera even, or is our camera just gonna say that we're not allowed to finish it?
We're recording.
Hell yeah, dude.
Guys, thank you for joining us here once again. If you are new here, I hope you enjoyed maybe this is the first episode you've watched. There's a bunch more to go watch. We got big plans coming up. We got more reviews coming up. We're still, I would say that we are still in our learning phase.
Yeah, for sure.
But come the new year, I think is when we kind of want to settle things out. We're going to make some changes overall. We're going to kind of do a full refresh of everything we like and don't like about the format so far. So this is the perfect time to give us feedback. Don't be mean. I am not capable of processing anything mean in a way that isn't severely negative and detrimental to my mental health.
He's just trying to protect me because
no.
unlike what's his name, Vishay, Viraj, something like that.
Vishal.
Vishal, we will cry
Yeah.
on camera
Yeah.
to show you how much
In
we
fact,
care.
we have
Yeah,
many a time.
a few.
In fact, it was over like a medium comment.
It was. Oh yes, I recall that. It was actually over a picture, I believe.
Yeah.
Someone drew a picture.
The
and
fan
hurt our
art.
feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
was
was
just kind of weird because they were
didn't
like
like
digging
it.
at our insecurities in a way that was kind of
it was like
messed up.
it was like your hair and the fact you shit your pants and
or lack of hair.
lack of hair.
Yeah.
And me being short.
I don't think the shitting the pants thing was even intentional.
But-
I think it was.
But it is whatever you interpret it to
Yeah,
be.
that's
Exactly.
true about art. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Regardless, give us some feedback, you guys. Listen. We are very, very, very excited to have new people here. So welcome, and as always, we appreciate the people that have been doing this. We're never gonna stop appreciating the people that have been with us since day one. So
we stay shouting out
In
to
fact,
B17.
we will give you special gifts, maybe
oh
money, even.
Oh.
Perhaps a home. I mean, I may be promising a little more than I can actually deliver on, but fuck it. A flight to Hawaii, all-inclusive stay for everyone who subscribes under the first 100,000.
99,000 fucking
$10 billion.
flights. Something light.
Easily.
Something light. Easy.
Easily.
Easy for us.
Easily.
We're definitely writing a check that future us can
cash. Because
Yeah.
once we're famous online, everyone knows they make bank.
Nothing else but bank,
Yeah.
baby. Yeah, Craig said it best. We got a lot of stuff coming out. The reviews, that kind of stuff. Stay tuned for other projects we may or may not have in the works that we're not going to talk about right now, but
we
are
always
definitely
do.
being discussed. No, we're not going to talk about it, okay?
I think right now our biggest obstacle is like finding the time because like we're doing good as like we're progressing. Before it was hard to do once a week a show, you know, and then that got better. I think we kind of settled into that. It feels
Yeah.
more normal now, even though it's work, but like we're managing it. So then we were like, okay, we can add something more. And I feel like the first thing on our minds was the reviews, but we got like cooking show that we want to do,
Oh,
not necessarily
fuck.
repeating, but not necessarily like a weekly thing, but like at least every once in a while, I want to do like a cook-off or like some sort of competition type show between you and I think would be really fun.
Yep.
Cooking is probably where we'll start with that. We still got, like, we did Despooked. I know we haven't talked about anything like that in a while. We're hoping to do some writing for some more episodes of that. I mean, sketch comedy, we got some stuff planned for that. We got all kinds of different stuff. We've got even more, like, movie-type narrative stuff. Hopefully that at least in the next year, like 2022 is hopefully going to be the year where we get to flesh some of these things out.
We're
So
manifesting it.
hopefully
We're
you stick with
manifesting
us
it.
for that, because I feel like I'm excited about what we're going to do.
Same
I
here.
feel like we finally, not to toot our own horns, but
I
I
can
feel
take
like
your heart.
I feel like I was thinking about the other day, like what it was like doing podcasts and like videos back in the day, and I can't even like, as much as I still cringe at myself, like I can't not.
Yep.
I always get nervous about what are people gonna think, all this stuff. But it was nice to like look back and I thought about the content we used to do. I'm like, man, like that stuff is so, like we've come so far, and we have stuff to be
Yeah.
proud of for that.
And I was
know?
going to say, I was also going to get sentimental. You know what? We'll save all the sentimentality for next week on our Christmas episode.
The sentimentality?
That's a word, right?
It is now. That's a Cove fact.
That's a Cove fact.
Cove word. New thing. That's a Cove word.
I want to lose track of all of our things.
I know.
Anyways,
I think everyone has. That's sort of the thing that we'd have.
That's
It's
our
one of our
thing.
thing is like
That's a Cove fact.
We constantly have things that eventually they just get replaced by more things. So we just constantly have new things, and then that way all of our things are always fresh because they're always being replaced, and we always have things.
sentimentality to come next week on the Christmas episode. But yeah, there's nobody else I'd rather be here in this chair next to and across from at Cheeb. But on that note, a big old welcome back to the Cove.